guys, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about animals you may not know are related to each other. Now I had well, now when it comes to animals that are related to each other, I actually covered that fact like in the previous video where I talked about that tigers are actually closely related to snow leopards. So I decided, why not? Why not make a video about animals you may not know are related? Well, more specifically, animals you may or may not know are closely related to each other. So I decided to make the video. And without further ado, let's get into animals you may not know are related to each other. First off, I'm going to be talking about elephants and manatees. Now, elephants and manatees don't really look like they're related. I mean, manatees are aquatic mammals, while elephants are just land animals, and both of them live in different continents and have different habitats. However, they do have some similarities. Both of them have thick gray skin, and on top of all that, the manatee's two incisors look similar to the tusk. Look similar. Anyways, the manatees have two incisors that look similar to the tusk found on African elephants. Not only that, but both of them are referred to as subungulates, meaning they evolved from the same primitive ungulate species. Meaning they evolved from the same ungulate ancestor. If you don't know what an ungulate is, it refers to hoofed animals, and includes horses, deer, donkeys, swines, and other animals that have hooves. And for the second one, I'm going to be talking about is going to be birds and crocodiles. Now, you might be asking, how the heck are birds and crocodiles related? I understand that both crocodiles and birds look completely different. Well, they're just completely different animals. I mean, crocodiles are reptiles, most that are semi-aquatic, and birds are flying animals, most covered in feathers. However, both of them are actually related. Both of them are actually related, as birds, crocodilians, dinosaurs, and pterosaurs belong in the Archosauridae family tree, with birds and crocodilians being the only surviving living archosaurs that survived the late that survived not the late Cretaceous, but survived the Cretaceous mass extinction. Now, a fun fact about dinosaurs is that people would say that birds are the closest living relatives of dinosaurs, but that's not necessarily true. Birds are actually the closest living descendants. Birds are the closest living descendants of dinosaurs that evolved from small theropods during the Jurassic period. Crocodilians are actually the dinosaurs' closest living relatives. Number 4, raccoon dogs and foxes. A lot of people would think that raccoons and raccoon dogs are related. After all, both of them have a similar face and tail. But it turns out that raccoon dogs actually belong to the canine family, meaning that they are more closely related to dogs, wolves, and foxes than actual raccoons. Number 3, red pandas and raccoons. Now, despite their names, despite the name, red pandas are not related to giant pandas. Giant pandas are part of the bear family. Then, if the red panda is not closely related to the giant panda, then what is it? Then what is the red panda and related to? Well, it turns out that red pandas belong to a unique group called the Ialuridae. Is that how you pronounce it? Ialuridae? Ialuridae? Anyways, the Ialuridae shares common traits with mustelids, which includes raccoons, skunks, and of course, weasels. Meaning that red pandas are more closely related to raccoons, skunks, and weasels than giant pandas. Now for the third one, it's gonna be, well, maybe not third one. The next one is gonna be giraffes and okapis. Now, okapis look like a weird hybrid between a zebra and a deer but they're actually but in reality, okapis are actually the closest and only living relative of the giraffes. If that's not convincing enough, both of them have large upright ears and a long prehensile tongue, and are the only living members of the Giraffidae family. You heard me right. Okapis and giraffes are the only living relatives, not living relatives, but only living members of the Giraffidae family. Number 1, jellyfish and coral. Now, you might be saying, hey, coral are not animals. You might be saying that coral aren't exactly animals. And instead you might think that they're just rocks with colors that are in the ocean, that live in the ocean, that are found in the ocean. However, coral are actually animals, as they're part of the Cnidaria family, which also includes jellyfish. Jellyfish are also part of the Cnidaria family. Now, if coral's a living being, then what does it eat? Well, some species of coral have stinging cells to ensnare prey that gets too close, whether it's zooplankton or small fish. However, some coral have been observed eating jellyfish, while others would feed on organic debris. So, in conclusion, coral aren't exactly rocks with colors. They're living beings too, like jellyfish. even though they cannot move. And with that, we reached the end of this video. I hope this video was informative, and make sure to like and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you on the next video.